The influence of military simulations on tactical shooters. Military simulations have played a significant role in shaping the development of tactical shooters. These simulations, originally designed for training military personnel, have inspired game developers to create more realistic, immersive, and strategic experiences for gamers. Here's how military simulations have influenced tactical shooter games. 1. Emphasis on realism. One of the most significant influences of military simulations on tactical shooters is the focus on realism. Games like Arma and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six prioritize authentic combat mechanics, such as realistic weapon recoil, bullet drop, and limited health. This level of detail mimics real-world military scenarios, creating a more immersive experience for players. 2. Strategic team-based gameplay. Military simulations emphasize the importance of teamwork, coordination, and strategy. Tactical shooters have adopted this approach by encouraging players to work together to achieve objectives. Games like Squad and Escape from Tarkov require players to communicate effectively, plan their moves, and execute strategies, mirroring real military operations. 3. Tactical planning and execution. In military simulations, planning and tactical execution are key elements of success. Tactical shooters incorporate this by allowing players to analyze environments, assess threats, and plan their approach. For example, games like Ghost Recon enable players to scout enemy locations, synchronize attacks, and use stealth, much like military simulations. 4. Realistic environments and terrain. Military simulations often use real-world terrain data to create highly detailed environments. Tactical shooters have adopted this practice by developing expansive maps that replicate realistic locations, from urban warfare settings to open fields and dense forests. The inclusion of realistic terrain adds to the tactical complexity, forcing players to consider their surroundings when planning attacks or defenses. 5. Detailed weaponry and gear. Military simulations provide accurate depictions of weapons and gear used by real armed forces, down to specific models, calibers, and attachments. Tactical shooters like Insurgency and America's Army include a wide variety of authentic weapons, armor, and equipment, allowing players to customize their loadouts for different scenarios, enhancing the realism. 6. Simulation of real combat scenarios. Military simulations are designed to replicate real-world combat scenarios, from hostage rescues to large-scale battles. Tactical shooters have adopted this by offering diverse mission types that reflect military operations. In games like SWAT 4, players must think like real soldiers, using careful planning and precise execution to handle dynamic situations. 7. Training and learning curves. Just like military personnel use simulations to hone their skills, tactical shooters offer steep learning curves that require players to master advanced techniques over time. These games often feature training modes or tutorials that teach players how to handle realistic scenarios, much like how soldiers train in simulated environments before heading to the battlefield. 8. Focus on communication. In military simulations, communication is vital for coordinating actions and ensuring mission success. Tactical shooters have mirrored this aspect by integrating in-game communication systems, like voice chat and command interfaces, to help players coordinate their strategies. Games like Project Reality prioritize communication between squad members, ensuring that everyone is on the same page during critical moments. 9. Balancing realism and entertainment. While military simulations are designed for professional training, tactical shooters balance realism with entertainment. Developers often borrow elements from military simulations, like accurate weapon mechanics and team-based gameplay, but adjust them to make the game accessible to a broader audience. Games like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare strike this balance by offering both realistic military elements and fast-paced, action-oriented gameplay. 10. Conclusion. Military simulations have had a profound impact on the tactical shooter genre, bringing elements of realism, strategy, and teamwork into gaming. These games provide a deeper, more immersive experience for players who enjoy the challenge of realistic combat scenarios. As technology continues to evolve, the influence of military simulations will likely continue to shape the future of tactical shooters, offering even more authentic and engaging experiences.